Imagine a scholar so devoted to truth that even centuries later, his legacy shapes how millions understand faith. But what if I told you that Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, the great Imam of all al-Sunnah, was said to have had a mysterious meeting with none other than Khidr, the legendary servant of Allah mentioned in the Qur'an? Was it a vision, a lesson, or something far deeper? This rare story isn't just about a meeting. It holds powerful insights that few people talk about. So, what really happened when Imam Ahmad crossed paths with Khidr? Stay tuned, because the answer might surprise you. For anyone unfamiliar, Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal was one of the most respected scholars in Islamic history, known not only for his deep knowledge of hadith and fiqh, but also for his incredible patience and unwavering faith during times of trial. On the other hand, Khidr is a mysterious figure mentioned in the Quran, often associated with hidden wisdom and divine guidance. Now, when you hear that these two great figures are connected through a story, it immediately raises questions. How did this meeting happen? What was said? And why does it still matter centuries later? In today's video, we'll break down the background, the story itself, and the lessons it carries. So by the end, you'll see this encounter in a completely new light. As the story unfolds, we find Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal in a state of deep devotion, constantly seeking knowledge and closeness to Allah. Despite his status as a great scholar, he remained humble, always open to learning more. It was during these moments of struggle and spiritual searching that an extraordinary event is said to have taken place, an encounter with Khidr. But this wasn't just any casual meeting. According to narrations, Khidr appeared to impart wisdom that touched directly on Imam Ahmad's hardships and his path of patience. Imagine hearing words of comfort and guidance from someone whose knowledge extends beyond the limits of time itself. Yet here's where it gets even more fascinating. The details of this meeting are scarce, almost hidden, leaving us to wonder, what exactly was shared? Why did it happen at that precise moment in Imam Ahmad's life? And most importantly, what message was it meant to deliver, not only to him, but to future generations like us? And then, here is the moment that transforms the entire story. Khidr, known for his divine wisdom, is said to have spoken words that struck at the very heart of Imam Ahmad's trials. Instead of offering worldly solutions or escape from suffering, the message emphasized patience, reliance on Allah, and the hidden wisdom behind hardship. For a man who had endured imprisonment, torture, and relentless opposition because of his steadfast faith, these words were not ordinary. They were a lifeline. They reminded Imam Ahmad that his struggles were not meaningless, but rather part of a greater plan, one that only Allah fully knows. This was not simply a meeting. It was a turning point, a spiritual confirmation that his path of endurance was the right one. And that single exchange would echo far beyond his own life, becoming a lesson for anyone facing hardship in faith. So, what do we take away from this remarkable encounter between Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal and Khidr? Whether one views it as a historical reality, a spiritual vision, or a story passed down through tradition, its impact is undeniable. At its core, this meeting underscores a truth that stretches across centuries. Patience in the face of hardship is not weakness, it is strength, and it is deeply beloved by Allah. For Imam Ahmad, who endured trials that would break most people, these words of reassurance gave him the courage to continue standing firm. And for us today, living in an age filled with its own pressures, doubts, and struggles, the lesson still resonates. Every difficulty we face may carry a hidden wisdom. Every test may be preparing us for something greater. And sometimes, the answers we seek are not in immediate relief, but in the perseverance that refines our faith. The story also reminds us of the humility of true scholars. Despite being one of the greatest minds of his era, Imam Ahmad did not claim perfection or finality in knowledge. Instead, he remained open to guidance, ready to learn, ready to be reminded of what truly matters. That humility, coupled with his patience, is part of what made his legacy endure. And perhaps that is why this encounter continues to capture hearts. It is more than just a mysterious meeting. It is a mirror, reflecting back on us the timeless question: when faced with hardship, will we despair, or will we trust in Allah's plan? The story of Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal and Khidr invites us not to seek the extraordinary in visions or miracles, but to find the extraordinary in patience, faith, and perseverance. And if we can carry that lesson into our own lives, then this centuries-old story has already fulfilled its purpose.